is a crowd that is growing outside the hospital in Pretoria, South Africa, where, of course, Nelson Mandela has been hospitalized for several days now. His family gathering flowers from well-wishers a short time ago, and people are very, very concerned about his health this morning.
That's right. Let's get right to NBC's Keir Simmons. He's outside the hospital in Pretoria. And Keir, with very little official information coming out on the health of Nelson Mandela, a lot of reporters like you are forced to read the tea leaves, if you will. What are you seeing this morning?
Hey, Matt, good morning. Actually, I just want to share with you a fairly dramatic development this morning. The presidential spokesman saying that Nelson Mandela is still responding, though saying it doesn't look good. You can see the crowds behind me if we just take a closer look. And I'll read you a little bit more of that quote from Mac Maharaj because it is so important. He says, I won't lie, it doesn't look good. But if we speak to him, he responds and tries to open his eyes. He's still there. He might be waning, but he's still there. At the same time, Matt, we've been told that President Zuma, the president of the country, is here. He cancelled a trip to neighbouring Mozambique today, and they are still describing Nelson Mandela as critical.
Keir, there's an article in the New York Times today that talks a little bit about some growing tension among some of the people in South Africa and this growing press population there where you are. Are you seeing any evidence of that?
Yeah, we certainly are, Matt. I mean, you can see that the crowds outside, and some of the family actually came out earlier on and took flowers back in to the hospital. But Makaziwe Mandela, Nelson Mandela's daughter, has given an interview this morning in which she is very critical. She describes some of the foreign media as vultures and suggests that because this is Africa, Nelson Mandela is being treated in a different way than perhaps another elder statesman. She says, the fact that my dad is a global icon doesn't mean people can't respect his privacy and dignity. And Matt, we have been very careful through the week to report what we know and respect their privacy. I think it's just worth remembering that this is a family that have been through so much, have sacrificed so much through the apartheid years. Not just their father, Nelson Mandela, but they themselves. They didn't see him for the 27 years, mostly, that he was in prison. And this, of course, now is a very difficult time for them, Matt.
Keir Simmons in South Africa this morning as we continue to monitor the health of Nelson Mandela. Keir, thank you very much.